but I'm going to ask a tough question, and I want you guys to answer it honestly in the comment section. Men and women, I want y'all to answer this one honestly in the comment section. Is the reason that we view it as a difference, the reason that a lot of people, I don't want to speak broadly, but a lot of people view it as a difference when it's a female teacher and a male student versus a male teacher and a female student, is the reason that we view it as different, is it just because of the physical act of intercourse? One is entering, one is being entered. Is that the reason? Because and I hear a lot of me.
Dan, according to the court documents filed in Oklahoma County, the teacher, 28-year-old Ivy Reneau, allegedly sent naked photos and a video to a 16-year-old student at Midwest City High School.
What's up, good people? This is kind of going to be a tough one. Because I'm from the age and from the era, and as a lot of us are, because this is kind of a new thing. And I'm going to explain what I mean by a new thing, because it's really not new, but it's new that it's being reported now. We're quick to think that there's been an uptake or a rise up in these type of things happening, but no, they've been happening for a long time. They were just swept under the rug for so long, and now these type of things are starting to come out, these things that have been going on forever. And it seems like it's always, when it comes out, when it leaks out there in the news, it seems like it's always female teacher, male student. It seems as if, and I don't have the exact data on this, on how often it happens from male teacher to female student. I don't have the exact data on this. We'll probably go over that on a live show. We'll comb through the data and do that. We do that quite often. But it seems as if men understand, the men who have that type of perversion, I'll say, they understand that the swift, strong arm of justice will come down on them. But the women who have that particular perversion, they tend to think that it's not going to come down on them. And the reason that they tend to think that is because quite often it doesn't. Quite often they get a small smack on the wrist. So a lot of men like myself, speaking up online, bringing these stories to the forefront, is stirring the pot of the culture and kind of changing things. But we know we all came from that era. When we hear a story like this, we're high-fiving about it. You know, the first thing we want to know, well, okay, how does she look? Oh, a teacher was messing around with a student? How does she look? We want to see pictures. So for a lot of the time, men have been a part of the problem. Men have been a part of the problem with this, and that is changing. And the focus is being put on the person that it should be on, and that's the teacher. That's the predator. It is being put on the right person. So I am glad about that.
According to the court documents, the 16-year-old student met Reneau at the soccer field where he would practice with his high school team. Reneau coached for the middle school team. According to police, Reneau said she heard rumors that the student liked her and, quote, wanted to watch her run. This is when police say she allegedly added the student on Snapchat, began communicating with him, and sending multiple nude photos of herself, as well as an inappropriate video.
What even goes through the head of an adult, a 28-year-old educator, saying, I heard rumors that he liked me? Like somebody who's left responsible for teaching children has the same exact mind of the children that she's teaching. If that doesn't speak to the something wrong with the educational system, I don't know what is. They're talking about why kids aren't learning, why boys can't read. This is teachers who think no different from 12-year-old girls. And the mindset that she has to be in, to where she's that comfortable doing what she knows and understands 100% is a crime. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She knows that is a crime. While she's doing it, she goes forward. She does it anyway. So that just, again, that speaks to the mindset that a lot of them have, that they're untouchable. They can do what they want to do.
We reached out to Middale Schools, who sent us a statement saying that the staff member is no longer employed by them, and they have worked closely with the family of the student.
At the time of recording this, she's facing a felony. There's a warrant for her arrest, and she has not been brought in yet. But I'm going to ask a tough question, and I want you guys to answer it honestly in the comment section, men and women. I want y'all to answer this one honestly in the comment section. Is the reason that we view it as a difference, the reason that a lot of people, I don't want to speak broadly, but a lot of people view it as a difference when it's a female teacher and a male student versus a male teacher and a female student, is the reason that we view that as different is just because the physical act of intercourse. One is entering, one is being entered. Is that the reason? Because and I hear a lot of men cover stories like this. Yes, they're upset, but it's more so out of because they want, you know, the female predator or the female perpetrator to get what she legally deserves the same way that men get it. But a lot of times we're not viewing the child involved. We're not viewing him as a victim in the same way that we would view it if it was a teenage girl. And I try to wrap my mind around, well, why do we think that way? Why, from just a pure, just mental, just psychological standpoint, why do we view it completely different? And I'm asking the tough question: is it simply just the physical act of intercourse that makes us view it differently? Because looking at all things being equal, which all things aren't equal, men and women are not the same, but all things being equal, society should be equally outraged by a woman perpetrating on a young boy. But we view it different. And I just want to know, I'm asking the question, is that the reason why? Answer that question in the comment section. Best answer will get pinned to the top. We'll start that discussion. We'll probably do a whole live show on this one, so be looking out for that. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, bang the bell, and I will see you then. We'll get back on this one later. And with that one said, we are out of here. Peace.